Hey everyone, this is Chris, sometimes known as LOTR Deck Tech, bringing you a second video with the Rosie's Honeymoon deck that I played earlier this week. We are going up against the Stone of Erech, and I am hoping that my early willpower is going to allow us to just sort of plow through before the encounter deck really gets going. This is my post-mulligan opening hand, which is great. I will probably get 3 allies into play and Protector of Lorien. Maybe we'll see Steward or To the Sea, both of which would be fantastic. But let's find out. Okay, alright, lots of things. I have to discard one of these. Quick Beam is totally fine. I know that is not going to get played. So, let's start it off. Build a Pony is free. That's an easy one. Here is a Protector of Lorien for Aristor. And a... I almost said Steward of Gondor. No, Light of Valinor for Aristor. Have one more resource for an Errand Rider. It's going to help me play a lot of allies in the future, like Rosie next round, hopefully. And I can just discard the last 4 cards in my hand to play 2 Elven Jewelers, which seems pretty good to me. We only have 1 threat in the staging area, so this is nice and easy. Let's send 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do I need? Can make 12 progress. Might as well make it 11. And we get Restless Dead, who is Spectral, which means we attack with willpower. When revealed, that does nothing because I haven't killed any yet. So, there is 3 up against us. That is 8 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adding Tarlang's Neck to the victory display. Could engage the Restless Dead. No, I'm going to have to engage the Restless Dead. What am I talking about? That is fine. Alright, I will definitely travel to the Shadow of Dwimmerberg, because we have enough willpower to clear it, and I don't need it in the staging area to get bigger. I am forced to engage the Restless Dead. And I will defend with Aristor, who takes 1 point of damage. And I can put 1 point of damage back. Refresh. End of the round, we get 1 progress on Eventide. We have still plenty of time before that gets cleared. So, let's get our next big hand of cards. One of these must be discarded. Light of Valinor is an easy choice. I can basically play any one of these. So I think what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, play a Guardian of Rivendell, discarding these 2. I should be able to hold off Warden of Healing being necessary for a little bit. This quest isn't like terribly huge on direct damage. So let's do some questing. There's nothing in my staging area, and the location only has 4 progress, so we're going to be a little light. Gonna send my 9, and I can bump it up to 10 if I need it. Alright, Regretful Shade, Spectral, and Surge into the Gloaming, which surges. Oh, thank God, that one does not surge. Alright, so I'm up against 3, that is 6 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will travel to the Banks of Morthond, because we can absolutely clear that out. I am forced to engage the Regretful Shade. Not a huge problem. Put them in this order because that helps me remember. Who gets shadow effects when? Let's have Aristor defend the 2 attack of the Shade. Attacking enemy gets +1, so I'll discard to save myself 1 damage. Guardian of Rivendell will defend against the Restless Dead. Take no damage. 1 is enough to clear out Restless Dead. And I have 2, which allows me to put 1 on Regretful Shade. Refresh. End of the round, I will add 1 progress to Eventide, so it is about to be dusk. I'm not overly worried, but things are going to get a little more challenging when that happens. And we move on to the next round. Of these, Protector of Lorien is possibly useful, but I get such bad utility out of having 2 of them, so I might as well just discard that. This, I believe, is the 2nd Will of the West, so I don't need to play it yet. Yep, there's 1 in there right now. Glorfindel also would have been an extremely safe discard, but we'll get to that. I can put 2 progress on a location for 2 resources, but that's kind of silly. I guess I'm just not going to play anything yet. So we're going to quest 2, 9, and I might bump it to 10 with the Elrond's Council. We reveal Murmurs of Dread, so that costs me 3. So I will play Elrond's Council now to boost up Sam's willpower. So my 7 up against 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enough to clear Banks of Morthond, meaning that Murmurs of Dread did not do much. Until the end of the round, though, means that I will not be able to kill this Regretful Shade without boosting Aristor's willpower with Protector of Lorien. So let's move to combat. Guardian of Rivendell will defend. Takes no damage. Aristor will swing back for 1, 2, 3, 4. Which would have been enough even if the Regretful Shade was completely healthy, but it's not. So, refresh. We add 1 to Eventide, and that means it is now dusk. And those did not stack the way I was hoping they would. Technically, this is in the victory display, so if you play cards against this quest that care about non-victory point having victory display cards, you get a discount or a bonus or however that works. But I'm not, so we're just gonna keep going. There's Rosie. Let me get rid of, out of this hand, oof. I'm gonna get rid of Guardian of Rivendell. I basically want to play everything else, and if I just have Guardian of Rivendell in my hand and I play the rest of these cards, it doesn't matter. And I can play Errand Rider if I choose to. So, 1, 2, here is a Rosie Cotton. 1 gives her a fast hitch. 1, 2 for an Eregion Survivor. And I might as well slide one of these over to Sam so that I can play a second Errand Rider. It's not terribly likely that we're going to need 2 of them, but at the very least, they can chump block and attack or something. And now we quest. 2, 6, 9, 10, 11. Should be enough to get us past stage 1. Alright. Whisper is currently a 3 threat, and Spectral. Not a big deal. That is 8 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On to stage 2. Add the Stone of Erech to the staging area, and we attach Daraphin to it. Immune to player card effects, it is 2 threat, and in order to travel there, we exhaust all the 1 willpower characters we have. And I have to remember this obnoxious beginning of round effect. But I think Protector of Lorien is going to mean it's not so bad. Less than 2 willpower means just the 1 willpower characters. So we might as well travel there now and get this out of the way. Exhausting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not reduce my threat from that Elrond's Council, so at 30, I actually don't have to engage the Whisperer for a little bit, which is probably valuable. No, let me engage him. It doesn't make sense to leave that threat in the staging area, because it's going to prevent us from possibly clearing the Stone of Erech. So, to attack, I will choose to defend with Airstore. No shadow means no damage. Oh, I forgot Sam would ready, because the Whisperer is a 35 engagement cost enemy, which means I will be able to kill it with Sam, Rosie, and the Eregion Survivor. Right, not too bad. Refresh, and then I have to fix it because a bunch of these don't stand back up. I get 1 progress on Dusk, and we move on to the next round. And I have to choose, technically before resources, whether I am not planning or not getting resources. And I think I will not plan. That is entirely fine. I don't really need any of those cards, and I can still play Elrond's Council to help me clear the Stone of Erech. So let's quest. 2, 6, 9, 10, 11. You are ready. 12, committed to the quest. We reveal the Veil of Shadows. Oh, that's obnoxious. All right. Veil of Shadows is active, Stone of Erech is not. It's not as bad as you might expect, although it means we're probably going to blow past Terror of the Dead real quick. So, 2 up against me means I would make 10 progress. Since it's Dusk, this one eats up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will once again travel to the Stone of Erech, which doesn't affect my exhaustion at all. Might as well play Elrond's Council just to drop my threat, and we move on to the next round. Refresh happens, but not you guys, not you either. No, I think the timing works in my favor because it allows me to get rid of those cards at the end before the... Oh, it doesn't matter. I could just use Protector of Lorien to ditch my hand in the combat phase so the Eregion Survivor readies. We'll pretend that's what I did. We should have 2 progress now on Dusk. And we move on to the next round, and before I see this card, I decide whether we are planning or collecting resources. 1 on each. I'm going to say, let's collect resources again. There's nothing that I'm really, really desperate for right now. Well, you know, Treebeard would have been nice, but that's okay. Good Harvest, you can go into the discard pile. I can still play Elrond's Council. I can still pop this Jeweler into play for free, which I will do. Just gonna tuck her over here for a second. And we are going to attempt to clear the Stone of Erech without going over Terror of the Dead. So, let me send my 9. If nothing is revealed, that is exactly enough to clear Stone of Erech and Terror of the Dead. I can add 3 to this with Elrond's Council and Rosie. So if something bigger happens, I can fix the situation and probably not blow past. Alright, that's not bad. Shadow Man means I cannot play this Elrond's Council anymore. I can live with that. So I will make 7 progress as it stands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, except that 7th one is over here. So, Stone of Erech goes to the victory display. Oh, I should have had Daraphin in my hand, or in play already. He's currently sitting at 2 willpower, which is not bad. And I am not past Terror of the Dead. So, let's engage the Shadow Man. I will have Aristor defend, discarding Elrond's Council to boost his defense. I don't have 0 willpower, thankfully, so that is just 1 damage on Aristor. And I can do 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 back, getting rid of the Shadow Man. And Stone of Erech is gone, so everything gets to refresh as normal. I get 1 more time counter on Dusk. The final stage is going to make it midnight regardless, so no big deal there. And let's move on to the next round. And before I even see any cards, I'm going to say we're going to plan. But that means I don't get those resources. And out of all of these, absolutely Rosie is the easiest to discard because I cannot play her even if I wanted to. So let's do 1, 2 for a quick beam. Comes in with a damage on him. 1, 2, Arwen, who does not come in with a damage on her. And I'm going to shift these over to Aristor to give me... Oh, I need to play Will of the West, so never mind. Yep, and just in case that enemy comes up again, let's play Will of the West, shuffling the encounter... shuffling my deck back into itself. Alright, and now we quest. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and Arwen is boosting the Guardian of Rivendell. Starting with the first player, I get an undead enemy. That is fine. Is it revealed? It is revealed. Okay. So, let me see what I can pull out of here that would not be so bad. Shadow Host Captain is an interesting choice. I'm pretty sure I have enough to kill it, especially since Sam would ready. Restless Dead is like the worst one, because it's going to bring back this Shadow Man. And there's a couple of them in here anyways. Maybe I should pull out something that's going to have a nasty shadow effect. Except the only one that has a shadow effect seems to be this Regretful Shade, which will surge. Yeah, let me take a Shadow Host Captain. It could be worse. The encounter deck is shuffled. And that is staging. So my 13 up against 3 is 10 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we are on to stage 3. I have to get 1 Oathbreaker and add it to the staging area. Revealed as well, right? Yeah. This time I think I'll take Whisper. It is very safe. And it's about to be doomed 2 and 4 threat. And we add the Lord of the Dead to the staging area. When I'm engaged with the Lord of the Dead, all of my characters have no text. It's midnight, and it's battle. Woo! Conveniently, all we have to do hang on. Is that it's battle questing when it's midnight, or it's automatically midnight? I think I may have misremembered how this works. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I misremembered exactly how that works. It's only battle questing if it's midnight, but since it's about to be midnight, that is what we're going to have to deal with. Alright. My threat is at 30, so I actually only have to engage the Lord of the Dead. Which is not too bad. I can possibly kill it this round. But that means that I am not going to go out of my way to deal with either of these enemies, and that is okay. So, Lord of the Dead engages us, gets a shadow card, and I'm going to defend this attack with, let me do some counting. I can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, I have 15 attack if I defend with this Guardian, so that's totally fine. Alright, well, looks like we are not going to find the relic from the Dark Years. My Guardian of Rivendell is going to take 2 damage. And I can fight back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because the Lord of the Dead blanks Daraphin, and that's actually enough. So, Lord of the Dead is gone, and if I get the undead enemy that brings an undead back, I'm going to be unhappy. Because he doesn't go to the victory display. But that is all for this round. It's going to go away. Refreshing. I add 1 to Dusk, sending it to the victory display, and it is now midnight. Which is going to raise my threat up pretty quick, but I think we should be able to make good progress before that happens. And we are on to the next round. Well, double Rosie is just unnecessary. I didn't get to the sea, so I can't make this Survivor inexpensive. So I think what I'm going to do is spend 1, 2, 3, play a second Guardian of Rivendell, discarding 1, 2. Can't play this yet, mostly irrelevant. And now we battle. So, send Aerosphere for 2. Círdan for 2. I can use Rosie and Sam for 3, that's 7. Build a Pony makes 8. Quick Beam 11. And Arwen just to boost the defense here. So, 11 up against 7 in the staging area. That's potentially a little rough, but I should be able to clear out at least one of these. Alright, Haunted Valley is totally fine. So I send 11. We are up against a total of 9. That is 2 progress. 1, 2. I will travel to Haunted Valley, because when it's not in the staging area, it doesn't do anything. And I will optionally engage Whisperer to pull that 4 threat out of the staging area. Sam readies, which is nice. He's attacking for 2, so I'll defend with my 4 defense, Guardian of Rivendell. Glad to see that as a shadow card. So, Guardian of Rivendell takes no damage, and I need, 6 to kill it back. So here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whisper is gone. And we are ready for the next round. Refresh. 1 progress on Midnight is 1 additional threat. And let's go. Quick Beam. Cannot play you, do not need to. Let's pay 2 for a Linden Navigator. She can battle quest and then fight spectral enemies, so I'm okay with that. And we will probably keep these for defense. Although the Shadow Host Captain swinging for 6, I might just want to chump block with the Errand Rider. Or build a pony. Or just ignore it, because it requires 42 threat to engage. So, questing 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, thanks to Rosie. 8. Bring this back here. 9, 10, 11. 14, and we'll exhaust Arwen. Let's make it 15 with the Linden Navigator. Arwen's buff is going over here on the Guardian of Rivendell once again. My encounter card is Murmurs of Dread, which actually does not affect our fighting prowess at all right now, or our questing prowess at all. So my 15 up against 3 is 12. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're almost there, actually. We only need to do 3 more, which should be easy enough. I could kill it, but I think I don't want to engage it. I do have to discard one of these cards for Protector of Lorien. I might as well play an Elrond's Council to drop my threat back down to 30 before Midnight is going to tick it right back up to 33. So, refresh, discard this card. 2 tokens on Midnight means my threat really is right back where it started. Next round. Good Harvest is an easy discard. Okay, 1 for To the Sea, To the Sea. Exhaust to this, hang on. Let me move a resource from Sam over to Círdan. Exhaust To the Sea, and discard, oh no, Glorfindel's not in there anymore. I'm dumb. Yeah, might as well just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Treebeard. He probably won't stick around long enough to matter, but that's alright. This is gone. So, questing 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Rosie. 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, and Arwen just to boost a Guardian of Rivendell. If we don't make this right now, I'll be very surprised. Alright, it's Haunted Valley again. 5 in the staging area versus my 15 is 10 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 2 time counters on Midnight, that is pretty good. And that is all it takes to beat the Stone of Erech. Basically, a lot of willpower. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.